Alright everybody, today we're going to be going over how to download Camstudio, how to set it up, and then finally how to use it. So first things first, go to your favorite search engine and type in Camstudio, all one word. Should look like this. And then it should be probably your first search result. So mine says Camstudio free screen recording software, and right here we see it says camstudio.org /. So let's click on that. And it'll take us to this website. Should look like this. And if we scroll down, we should see a green button. And that green button says download. Click here to download Camstudio 2.7. So let's click that. And I'm on Google Chrome, and we see it automatically starts to download. Alright. So now you've downloaded Camstudio. So you'll get a file that looks like this. It is should say Camstudio, and it's a .zip file. Now how you open that is you can either use a program called either WinRAR, W-I-N-R-A-R, all one word, or my personal favorite, 7-zip. Just 7-zip. If you type that in, it should be your first option. And we also see a download button right here, but we'll do it the long way just in case. Well, it takes you right to it anyways. So we see we have 7-zip for Windows 32-bit and 7-zip for Windows 64-bit. So what we're going to do, actually let's just go to the download page. So over here on the left, see download. And right here we have a 32-bit version, the first one, and then we have a 64-bit version. Now if you know if your computer is 64-bit or 32-bit, then you can download the appropriate one. I've noticed that usually if you have Windows Vista, Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 8.1, anything like that, 7 or large, or Vista or higher, that's usually 64-bit. But if not, you could just download the 64-bit, and if it does not work, download the 32-bit. So we want to click on download. And we see that the download started. Alright, and then so when that runs, you pick where you would like to install your file, or you can click this button right here. Bring up where you can install it, and then hit install, and it's a fairly straightforward process. Okay, so after you've downloaded that, you can open up this file. Now if you have 7-zip or WinRAR, I have both. If you right click it, if you have WinRAR, we see an extract files here, and you'd click the button, or you left click, and you just press OK. Or if you have 7-zip, you would find, when you right click, you would find 7-zip, and you would click extract files. And you can choose where you would like to extract it by clicking this right here. And if you want the desktop or a specific folder. But normally where it has it set is the folder that it is already in, as we will see. So let's hit OK. And we see it extracted it for us. Alright, so now we see this camstudio.exe file. So let's double click on that. Alright, so this screen pops up. Now what we want to do is click the next button. And before you get too ahead of yourself, there is one part that we need to go a little bit slower on, just so we don't mess up. I will show you when we get there. So let's click accept. Now this is the part I'm talking about. So Camstudio is free, or it's donation based, and so how they make their money is like this. So if you click accept, it will install this game in your browser, and they get money for installations like that. But we don't want all this useless stuff, so just click this skip all button right here, and then they'll skip all the ads and whatnot, all the stuff you do not need, and installs install Camstudio for you, and it'll take you to this video tutorial that you can watch. But or you could just watch this because I'm doing such a great job, right? All right. So when that's done, we'll click Finish, and it says thank you for installing, and it says launch the application on exit. If this is not checked, then when you hit close, then it'll just close, and you gotta find your the application, which would normally be under, if you go to your Start button and All Programs, it should be under Camstudio right here, 2.7. You just click that and then click Camstudio. But if you check this box right here, then when we hit close, it will open up for the first time. Alright, so this is the Camstudio recorder software. So first things we want to do is set the program up some. So right here for region, now we have region, fixed region, window, or full screen. We want to set this to full screen so that will record your entire screen. Now if you want to select just a little part of your screen, you would do fixed region, and when you hit record, you can choose where you want to record. Like you can click and drag, and it would just record that. Now the second thing we want to check is under options. And normally it will say do not record audio, but we want to record audio, obviously. So let's if you're using a laptop, you will most likely have a built-in microphone. So check that, record audio from microphone. If that doesn't work, try record audio from speakers. And if that doesn't work, well then you probably need to get some type of microphone. Otherwise, apparently your computer doesn't have anything to record audio. Now the next thing we want to look at is under program options. It's still under the options up top here. We just go down to program options and then go down to output directory. And then once we're at output directory, we want to do use user specified directory. Now if we click that, then it brings us to where we can choose to save our videos at. I've set it already to record here. Alright, see, another option is if we, here on options, this is not necessary, but something I like to do. If we go down to program options, and it'll say play AVI file when recording stops. Normally it'll, when you stop recording something, you'll play it back to you like right then and there. I don't like that, so I just do not play AVI file. Like I said, completely, it's not necessary. You don't have to do it if you don't want. And the last thing we are going to check, the last option, is once again here in options. Let's go to video options. Whoa, lost my mouse. Sorry about that. Go to video options, left click on that. And for the compressor, so the screen pops up. For the compressor, it will normally be on Microsoft Video 1, and I think the quality is 70 normally. So what we want to do is click that and go down to Xvid MPEG4 codec, and let's choose that. And then for quality, let's say 100%. Now the reason we are doing this is because the compressor or the codec you use determines how big your file size will be. So we don't want, like, I tested it earlier with Microsoft Video 1, and it was like a 22-second recording of a video or a screen capture, and it was around, I'm going to say 300 megabytes, and that really adds up. Now this codec right here does a pretty good job of compressing your video and not losing any quality. So all we did was change it to Xvid and set the quality to 100, and after that we're done with it, so let's hit OK. And now we should be ready to go. So first things first is this red button right here is how you record your video. When you click that, it will start recording your screen. This right here will pause the video. So let's say you just want to pause it, you don't want to completely end the video. That's all that'll do. And when you pause it, you can just click record again to start back where you left off. And this blue box right here is to actually stop the video, like when you're done. So let's test this out. Let's hit the button, and all the screen text pops up, and that means we are actually recording our screen. And like I said, if we press pause button right here, it didn't stop it, it just paused it, or it did not end the video, just pause it. And when we are ready to continue, we just hit this red circle again. And then when we are actually done with the video, when we are fine with it, we hit this blue square right here. Now when we do that, we see that this window pops up, and it's asking us where we want to save our file and what do we want to name the file. So we can just call it test video and then hit save, and we see that our video popped up here. And then you can, you know, open it up with your favorite media player, the button, and all the screen text pops up, and that means pause circle. Alright, and if you have any questions at all about Camstudio, about any of the lectures, anything whatsoever, email us at computing.workshop@gmail.com. I'll write this down. So computing.workshop@gmail.com. So this right here, you know, just shoot us an email if you need us, and we will be glad to answer any questions you have, and hopefully, you know, if you're having any problems, we can fix it. Thank you.